Here we go. We are working through Quest for Glory. This is actually my second attempt to record this. Last time I did not actually start the timer. I'm going to be racing myself from RPGLB2016, and we're going to try to beat my time. I have given it probably 2 practice runs, not tonight. I get 1 run a night. I'm married with children. I have to be a dad until the kids go to sleep, and then I can play. But here we are. We are going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. There's a lot of differences in this game from the 2016 run. A lot of minor things, a few new things from other routes. The biggest change is right here in this game. And I'm a bit more consistent on Quest for Glory 5 now. So we're going to be, you're going to see stuff. We're going to be done this game in about 4 minutes. I don't even know if it takes that long. The nice thing about it is that we have skipped quite a few animation pieces, and animations in this game take a little bit too much time for my liking. You can get there faster if you walk. Now we're going to steal and leave and free the Baron. Baron. I just realized that. So simple, so silly. My wife is in the other room, probably wondering why I'm talking to myself. Now she knows exactly why I'm talking to myself, because that's just what I seem to do. 2 rocks here, over. This is the riskiest route you can take, but it's the fastest through the forest whenever you're doing this route. Even though we don't get the Calm spell, whenever we import to Quest for Glory 2, we're going to have Calm, Fetch, Flame Dart, Zap. No, not Zap. I don't think Zap. You have Zap? No. Not a big deal. We have Zap by 4. That's all that matters. Come on, open up. Store is not behaving today. Okay, we are in Fred's cave. I'm going to run through here, safety save, because it's just that fast. And here we go. Door, wall, and we're in. Glitched right past him. You don't need Calm. For some reason it works. I think what happens is that it tries to load the Minotaur screen, but it gets overwritten by the transition that would happen if you successfully climb the wall. It's pure speculation. I have no reason to believe that other than just gut intuition because of the way that it happens. You need like a 90 climbing skill minimum to get over that wall. It is absolutely ridiculous. And for some reason that works. All right, here we go. We're going to get over these guys. Larry Fine to the Three Stooges went to my high school. I heard he's buried in the cemetery that I grew up across the street from, Harnebo in Northeast Philadelphia. Okay. This guy's going up. Here. Coming through. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, that could have been a lot cleaner. Not a big deal. And we are done. We have made it out of the first game. Thank God. Good start. We want to make sure that we keep this pace going. I was wondering why that screen didn't want to load. Nothing says gamer's environment like furniture in the background. I wonder if I could green screened with the cabinet behind me disappear. That'd be cool. All right, we are heading into Quest for Glory 2 in 3, 2, 1, and go. Hoping everything still is recording, because I am now in full screen. I have a laptop, and thank God these games are not greatly intensive. I know that is my correct file. I have batch files set up that do a lot of the copying for me, integrated into the process. It probably saves about a minute total. I'm pretty quick on navigating file trees and stuff, like anybody who's worked on computers for a long time. So here we go. We are doing things a little different. We are not going to meet the money changer at all now. We don't need to. She is old news. We're going to learn about the beard. We are going to leave and run away, and we're going to go out and get ourselves a beard, something I've never been able to grow. I don't intend to be able to grow. I think history has kind of proven that. I'm 33 years old, and I still don't have a beard. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't care how much I try to make that work. All right, so we get chased by quite a bit in the desert here. This is the dangerous part here. All right, we got the beard. I want to make sure we get over here right away. Good. That was perfect timing. You can skip some of the animations here if you get the escape key. The escape key is just so useful in these games. Okay, here we go. Through. We are in. Beard. We can't really do anything with him yet. We need our money for other things. For example, we're going to go in here. Incense. Buy this. Good. Got it. Buy. Oops. 8. In areas where there is no text parser, you can actually hit buttons to navigate. You can't just go. You could go pure text without the text parser and navigate by the numbers. It's faster to type buy than it is to click around sometimes. We're going to do quite a bit of our buying here. We are going to run back to the end. There's no fast way to get the bellows, and I don't want to deal with it later, so I'm going to do it now. All right, here we go. We've got, notice all these spells now that we didn't have before. Isn't it wonderful? All right, we are now, this is day 2. Three, 4, 5. 5. Good. We gotta go get ourselves a lamp, which we can get for free if we tell about the fire elemental. Let's come back here. Incense on the ground. We can survive 1 hit from that thing. Shouldn't need to unless we get really unlucky. Ooh, and we almost did. Okay, we're good. 1 elemental down. Now we are going to collect money from the Lion Tar, Rakesh. Day 6, day 7. Thanks for the money, dude. We are going to not go to the magic shop. I always make that mistake. I didn't this time. I'm proud of myself. We're going to wait till day 9. Day 8. And day 9. The reason I know it's day 9 now is because you can only get that money on day 7, exactly day 7, and only day 7. It is extremely tight. So we're going to get the Fuller's Earth. going to get the levitate spell. We don't need to do any bartering. Okay, got this here. We're going to cast levitate, come up, get dirt pot out, which has not, this elemental has trolled me recently. There we go, that was pretty good. There. Got it. Now we are going to wait till night 11. So this will be night 9, night 10, and night 13. We're going to get some money from Omar the Poet. And it's funny, I love epic poetry. I absolutely love Homer. I love Dante. Dante is, for my money, the best writing ever. However, the 1001 Arabian Nights, never been a fan of it. Never. There just seems to be too much of a wow factor in there for no apparent reason. Different writing style, different strokes, different folks. I get that. But, man, for my money, let's get this. Buy healing pots. We're good. We're out again. Let's go buy the rest of our stuff. Force bolt. Trigger spell, the dazzle spell, force bolt spell. This is the safest place, or the most consistent place you can find him with the simple streets turned on. You need to be able to find a corner. He doesn't show up just in the random hallways. He shows up in these places where there's a wall at the end, so that we have to, in theory, go through them. I mean, you can go back and forth. Oh, that was so lucky. That was so good. And that happens, except for the fact that I died. Well, that's not good. All right, we're going to edit that out. Hey, look, I did have a safety save. That's amazing. Hey, the miracle of post-editing. All right, we're going to take a little bit of a penalty there. I'm going to refight this guy now that I'm back up to where I was. I'm going to act as if nothing ever happened. I'm going to pretend that didn't. Okay, I've got to heal myself now. And this dude's toast. Look, toast. If it piles into a neat little rubble pile there. There we go. All right. We've got a 13 and 14. Let's get that water skin onto the ground. Let's get this out and whoop, caught it. There you go. All 4 done. We just need to rest and head over to Razir. 15, 16. There, wake me up. And let's get out of here. Watch the cutscene. You can skip that, and now we get to watch the hilarity ensue. See, because I have a microphone plugged into my laptop, and my laptop doesn't have a separate audio and video jack, it tells me that I'm not going to be able to hear anything. So I'm just going to guess where the sounds are. It's going to be real fun in Quest for Glory 5 whenever I have to guess the sound cue. It's It's not hard to guess. I'm usually pretty good at it. It's not the only time where I've ever been worried about waking my kids up, so. And Quest for Glory is so fast anyway. Alright, almost there. I wish I could skip this cutscene. It's so funny. It's so fun to watch the first time. You can click things around, you can look at things, you just watch the hilarity ensue, intermission, but man, this adds like an extra 2 minutes I wish I could skip past. Alright. From here on out, it's pretty much a mad dash to the end of the game. He'll skip once I get there. Good. Nice. Struck. Run. Here we go. Safety save, because there's one little precise click here that can be a little annoying. Whoops. That wasn't what was supposed to happen. This was the precise click I was talking about. There we go. Okay. We're going to rest. Sit down, have another dialogue. That's fine. A little too touchy, grabby touchy. Here we go. Sit through the night. Now it pretty much is a mad dash to the end of the game. Whereas in the EGA version, this is where things get boring. Here we go. Okay. Things are good here. Let's go. Weapon. Let's get it through this way. This way. Let's get more clothes. No X-ray glasses. Sorry, gentlemen. Visa. Out of here. And now we're going back to the inn. And rest through. You have to rest through in there or else you get stuck into another Ferrari conversation as a thief. Okay, here we go. There we go. For some reason, it clicks back over to mouse right there, which is absolutely perfect. Here we go. Adabise is going to flirt with us for a couple seconds. I can skip this a lot faster if I just actually pay attention. The nightmare. Alright, here we go. Coming up is that is the first dangerous room. Coming up is the second dangerous room that does still require a safety save. We're going to try to get through. If we get blazed, we're probably going to get hurt. We're taking damage the whole time. But we made it. Lovely. We're going to take some pills so we can kamikaze off the front there. It's a lot faster than levitating. E before I when in Resier. Or E before I when in Shapir. Talk. Make a wish. We are going to wish for stealth, healing, teleport. We're already past the cutscene. Let's do this. And dazzle. Run in. Here it comes, and jump. Good. Ugh, I have enough magic now. It's a pretty tight window. Safety save just in case. It's the last possible thing. I don't want to go through that whole part again. Only takes a second to do. Would have been awful if I didn't have enough magic, but I could have still run up and knocked it over manually. There's a number of ways that you can get through that. Nice thing is if I ran out of magic, there's still an alternative route that I could have done. Never do the balcony. The balcony's never faster. No, there are probably some people that want to see the harem scene. That's not happening. Unless I'm doing 100% run, that will not happen. I really don't like that. I mean, the scene's fun, don't get me wrong. It's definitely different, but it is slow. Oh my lord, is it slow. Let them sing their accolades. Sultan wants to speak. Omar, thanks for everything. I get a medal. It's my second one. Seems to be an ongoing theme. No idea what my stats are, doesn't matter. I'll see him in Quest for Glory 3 whenever I get in there. Glory 2. Let's try to get out of this game. And it quits. Timer's running. Perfect. Good. Reasonable time. I could. Gotta get that save file over. I don't have a batch file set up to move that one now. Okay, there we go. Quest for Glory 3 loading up. We're eating nectar. Import character escape seems to bring up that screen faster. Glory 2, see that's where my split program is for whatever reason. We need stealth of 125, and we have enough of everything else, so we're going to load everything else into magic to get ourselves set up for Quest for Glory 4. Magic is not particularly helpful in this game. You really don't need it. It's, I mean, if you're a magic user, you need it as a thief. I probably saves a minute. Maybe two. Maybe two. Fetch is extremely useful in this game in two places, but overall it's really not that serious for whatever reason. Quest for Glory has this neat little system where sometimes spells don't quite import properly. I lose levitation more times than I know how. Like, as Quest for Glory 4, levitation saves you time in a lot of places, and not having it is really annoying. It's another thing I still got to get used to in this. I still screw that up from time to time. This has no hotkeys, and using the escape key moves everything up to the top of the screen, which is not the best. Found out that you can do your purchases here without having to chase down the guy first. It means I don't have to go back to that screen again later. Save some serious time. By serious, I mean like 30 seconds. Again, not that serious, but serious. Every second counts. Skip past all that dialogue. We're gonna start heading down, move ourselves back to run as fast as you can. Guy's really too happy with that dagger. Okay, find spear. I think I need a find dagger too. I have one in my inventory. I forget if I need to buy one or not. It's not a big deal. It's a couple seconds. I used to train with agility with this guy. I ain't doing that anymore. I'm gonna take his rope. Realistically, I don't even need the rope. I don't know why I do that. I can grab vines and do the exact same thing. Like I probably should start doing that. Okay, here's where I need to be a little careful. Good, made it through there. Please, no whammies. Got it. Great. Such an annoying little precision place. And now we are into the RNG fest that is Quest for Glory 3. Let's see how bad it happens today. How bad? Okay, I'm glad we're starting off with a bang. Somehow I dodged that. That made no sense. Should have never been able to get away from that ant. That didn't take long. One encounter. You know, I have some games where I have like 4 encounters the entire game, and then I have other games where I have 4 encounters in a single screen. There seems to be no rhyme or reason. This is one of the places where fetch, I think, really speeds things up. Time to rest. Other problem is I'm not going to be able to hear if I'm being chased by anything. Okay, Earth Pig. I deal with Earth Pig. Earth Pig ain't too bad. Goodbye. At least I know I'll be able to sleep through the night now. There will be no encounters. We're going to do the trick where we run off the screen. You get no encounters when you run off the screen. I poke my head out every once in a while because for some reason you get into like just screens. There's nothing going on. You're not being attacked. You run right off. You go back to the map, but it eats up time. There we go. Perfect. Wish I could do that in other areas. It'd be really nice to be able to dodge some of that. I don't know if I swore an oath or didn't swear an oath there. Now this is me just clicking as fast as I can to skip as much dialogue as I can. Going to bed? Okay, just checking. My wife's walking around. It's probably my least favorite part of the game, this part. I just feel like I need to keep clicking, like Rakesh, shut up. Okay, here we go. We're going to walk off and trigger that transition a little faster by moving off screen using the direction arrows. It's a shame there was not enough, it feels like there wasn't enough dev time for this. I love the idea that they included this game. I totally agree with them that it feels like moving into the Fight the Dark one, things were transitioning a little fast. Totally get that philosophy. I just wish there was more to this game. I don't know how to say it because it's not like a small game, but I feel like it's missing a lot. Like you have some thief parts, but they are so far few and in between. Okay. Got it. Good. Out. And all right. See you, Simbani Village. Okay. Maybe not. To prove me wrong. Okay. Good. Why not? Good. Get those. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's get out of there. Start moving up to the tree. Wonder how many encounters I'm going to get on the next screen. I'm guessing 3. 3 seems like a good number. Okay, there's 1. Come on, there's got to be at least 1 more. Nice. Okay, good. Let's get to the world tree. Wow, that was really lucky. I mean, it's happened before, but boy, is that rare. This area is a neat little coding. So this must have been a nightmare to program the pathing on. In fact, it feels like the game almost hates me every time I'm in this area because things lag. They lag in DOSBox. Okay, we got our fruit. We'll move over here. If we don't move over here, whenever we click down here, we just run back in for some reason. If I move over to the side, it works. All right, let's head back to the town. Yep. Night, I was expecting that. Okay, 2 encounters, not bad. Got it. Okay, let's sleep till morning. The 3 encounters, not. Knock on wood. Not so bad. In the savannah. Yeah, in the savannah. How the heck do I get blocked by a tree? Alright, there you go. You keep your guy closer to the front of the screen. Transitions happen a little faster. Five. This game is so RNG random. Where'd it go in? It's okay. Good. Just starting to turn nighttime. That's exactly what I want to happen. So our timing is spot on. Let's go in here. Let's make a purchase of spell potions. Oh, you need some things. Okay. Well, I think we can do that. No, thanks. Water, good. Things and fruit. You got everything. Let's go to bed. Another reason I feel like this could have used some more dev time is there's a lot of questions on what triggers what. For example, I went over to the 4th screen and then came right back. Why did I do that? Because that's what triggers the leper woman at the Simbani village for the thief. If I were at, I could buy 2 of these. If I were a fighter, I need to have 150 in throwing and strength. You start with 150 if you are in a new game in strength. Not a problem, you're okay there. But the problem comes when you are importing and doing a marathon run and need 150 strength. Then it won't let you progress. You need to have you and Uhura do 3 Uhura. That's funny. Do 3 throwing matches. You have to throw all 3 spears. You must complete. You don't need to win. You just need to actually do it. And that triggers the leopard woman. And then the wizard, it's I think it's getting the blue thing, the blue flowers. I'm always a little fuzzy on those details. Nice. This is working out well. Talked about marriage. It means you give them the things. I'm going to go out here and probably going to get caught in a cutscene here. Ooh, this is working out pretty nicely. I'm still going to get caught in the cutscene. I'm going to come down here and there's going to be this huge thing, unless I'm lucky today. Nope, knew that was going to happen. You need to have like perfect control. I don't even know if it is actually possible. I think it just happens to be the way it is. It's okay. You're going to be exhausted anyway for most of the game. All that would do is just mean that my guy gets 1 less day's sleep, which I'd be okay with. Because he doesn't seem to do very much in this game anyway. He runs back and forth across the savannah for the entire game. Why not? 1 more fine. Actually, I didn't even really notice. I really got lucky in that last one. Here's now the part where we want encounters. How long is it going to take before we get the encounters that we need? That's one. We are going to need to do this again later because we are getting ourselves into a glitch fest. This is me being careless with my controls. Almost midnight. 25 minutes away. Busy day tomorrow. Let's play Quest for Glory. Sure, why not? For some reason, I feel like playing this game again. Besides the fact that it's like my favorite game series of all time. Probably behind Final Fantasy. I haven't played 13, any of them. I haven't played 15. I'm just a bad fanboy. Okay, I need to be more careful here because I need to do an autosave here and an auto load, or it will crash. This game was also crash heavy. I noticed that some of the SCI games in the SCI engine don't seem to be ready for speedrunning. They're not. I don't know how else to say it. It will consistently crash right here. I don't know why that is, but if I save and load, it avoids it. Another way is during the fighter or paladin run, whenever you are in the Simbani trials, it will crash if you don't save and load right before the throwing event. Don't know why. You should see the graphically. Oh, it gets ugly. Okay, here we go. There's one other place I'm going to need to save and run. I can't do that thing to get across. I need, I think it's 150 agility. I'm not even near that. I have nowhere near 150 agility. I don't even near 100 agility. I think I have like probably like maybe 40 at this point. I can train 25. I'm not taking the time to get agility. Agility is and there is a route that I can do in Quest for Glory 2 that helps me because I have, geez, again, I need to be more careful. In Quest for Glory 2, if I do the EGA version, I can train stealth manually by walking back and forth and do some serious stealth training. And whenever you're in Razir, you just walk back and forth. Why not? You've got nothing to do but wait. And that prevents you from having to wish for more stealth, so you can pump more into your agility and actually walk the tightrope. It's probably a little bit faster, but then you have to play Quest for Glory 2 EGA, which for speedrunning is fun at the beginning and really rough on the back end. All right, let's give him the drum. Let's get the spear. Thanks for the spear. Now I wonder if they had that intentional kind of dichotomy here. The only way to get peace is to provide them with a weapon. Not only that, a weapon that forecasts, not just forecasts death, but instantly causes death. It's the Spear of Death. But it's required for peace. I gotta think through that. There's probably a philosophical implication at some point there. Okay. Now comes the large trek back across the savannah into the jungle. How many encounters? 3. I like to guess the encounter rate. That was a good first screen. Once I hit the jungle, safe, no problem. Okay, there's going to be one. Good. I like whenever they show up at the bottom, I can see where they're at right away. I don't have to risk running into them. 1. Oh, tell me that's going to happen. Oh, sweet. All right. Come here, monkey, that I think you believe I saved, but I didn't save you at all. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, there's a lot of misconceptions about what triggers what. Do you need to save the monkey? Do you need to do this? No. Things just kind of happen. It's almost the game assumes that you've met these characters as you were searching through. You can free the monkey in the jungle if you go to a particular area. And just hunt around, and it's a random encounter, I believe on the 4th screen, but you don't have to. And because you don't have to, it kind of throws up the idea in FAQs and stuff and walkthroughs of the game that these things absolutely must be done. And there's really not a lot that has to be done. you just kind of stumble into what the triggers are and they get done. With the thief, the fourth screen is the trigger, but for some reason it's not the trigger for the other two. I don't really know why that is. Climb up pretty quick. Ask him about the Lost City. Convince menu, persuade menu, argue with them. If you have a high enough communication skill, I'm pretty sure you can get it on the first try. I have no desire to train that up. There's not really a point because you only have to click 4 times. And communication really isn't good for anything other than bartering, and you get more than enough money to speed run through this game at the end, or at the offset. Not really much of a point. Waterfall. It's a screwy little scene. I should stop buying the rope. You can click here and twice and get double vines. I need to see if that works with the thief. It probably does. I probably did it before and I just don't remember. Wow, first click. That never happens. Okay, time for a random encounter. Scripted random encounter. Which I found a way to bypass. We are running off screen so far that the transition happens and the encounter instantly cancels. That's a pretty cool one. I love that one. I got it one time to just skip through, and the monkeys don't even run on the screen. You just go right back to the main map. I've played around in this area. I can find no way to get through the waterfall before having the monkey. I don't know why. I could see it for the fighter. I could see it for the magic user. I don't know why the thief can't get across. It kind of makes sense that the thief would be able to get across. Okay, we need to get that gem out of here and then get in before we run ourselves into a caveman. Okay, here we go. We're going to fetch the eye, which we did not do. That's not good. Well, that's not good at all. What happened? Okay. I gave myself a 10-second penalty there. I'm not quite sure what happened. I'm going to get back to that screen and restart the timer at that point. No idea what happened there. It's probably not a proper speed run for me to just stop the time whenever something doesn't go right. I've never had that happen before. That's why I didn't think the safety save there. I've never missed the gem. I didn't think you could miss the gem. In fact, I'm not quite sure what happened there at all because, in fact, I'm going to safety save here now. I'm going to do an auto save. And we are going to do a restore anyway here, and that should prevent a glitch from happening later. 3, 2, 1. Okay, he is off the screen, and here we go. Maybe I did get the gem and I just saved. Maybe I transitioned from restored for no reason. That's embarrassing. Maybe. Okay, we're going to calm. We're going to open. We're going to go in. Got it. The reason you save and restore, I generally do it in this room whenever I get in here right away, but I did it earlier, so I should be okay. Right before I got into this building, there is a crash that happens whenever Rakesh comes out. After your whole posse comes out, you watch this whole cutscene and it just crashes consistently whenever you speedrun it. That's even with the restore from earlier. I have no idea why. No idea why. I know Quest for Glory 4 got a bad rep whenever it started, whenever it came out. I mean, it was glitch heavy. I remember I had the 9 discs that you used to install it. It was fun, but oh, it was rough. I think I was 10 whenever I played it for the first time, and played it at a friend's house. Good friend. Congratulations. I know you just had a baby, I think. I'm not on Facebook too often anymore, so I haven't been paying attention. Yeah, the crash would have happened by now. I'd love to be able to skip this room. You can actually walk around in the other room if you click furiously enough. You can glitch the game. I'm going to be glitching the game in the next room, which is a really cool. That saves a lot of time. I don't even know how I discovered it. I think I was trying to click through dialogue, but instead of clicking through dialogue, all of a sudden I'm walking on air. Literally, not even metaphorically. Okay, come on out. Thanks. I'm at such low stats that the guy just instantly comes out. I love that. I'm going to click furiously. You can get it on the first time. Luckily, it auto saves. I just load, and I'll definitely get it on the second time. It doesn't work, and it didn't work. So, restore. There you go. Walk up to where we would be. Do that. Interesting. There you go. Normally you flip up, you flip over, you do all this other acrobatic crap that you don't even need to have score checks for, and it just works. And it's neat. It's really cool. But yeah. I love this picture so much I used it down there in the bottom corner. Okay, we're heading into my favorite game of the series here. Let's get out of this game. Quest for Glory 4, starting up. Flask would be nice, but that's just water. Alright, Quest for Glory 4. Probably going to be a heavy debug mode in still. No, I won't be using it. I always forget what the keys are for it anyway. I know I can control click and warp around. Maybe it'll be helpful if I get into a glitch situation. I don't feel like restoring. But by and large, I'm not going to do that. Change directory. A colon. Okay. A colon period. There it is. Glory 3. Continue as a thief. Load all of our points into magic because this game is a bit more magic heavy. Magic is the ultimate panacea in this game. It just cures everything. Fixes and speeds through so much. Open is so broken. I'm just hoping I didn't lose levitate in the process. That happened to me last night. That made no sense. And I lost levitate. Okay, well, since I've got that open, let's speed through and do it this way. I've got enough money as I need now. I really don't know where levitate's going. That really slows down the game. I need levitate. I don't need it, but I mean, I want this game to go quickly. Hold on. It's something different that I normally don't do whenever I do that. That would be interesting if that's what it was. Import character. Change directory. Oh, I'd love to have figured this out here. I clicked continue. I wonder if I click thief, will I have levitate again? And I'll start the timer once I clarify levitate, because I'm not that far behind. Levitate will save at least that much time. This is a total brainchild here. Let's find out. That's what it is. Okay, I figured it out. For some reason, when you click continue, it drops spells off. The spells that you had in the previous games don't automatically transfer over when you hit continue. You have to actually clarify what class you are, or else you're going to lose something. That's good to know. I've wondered that for a while. Okay, cool. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. That is a load off my mind. Wondering that for a while, what the problem there was. Here we go. Oh, I am absolutely thrilled now that I have that. I can use the hand there and go through faster. Just haven't. I'm so used to using the feet. Habits in speedrunning are hard to break, especially whenever you find something faster. It's hard to be consistent, especially in a game that keeps changing the rules. This is the fastest way to get down. Okay. Run. Don't need it to be night. You're likely to get into hard fights if I do it at night. Funny thing is, if you sleep in the cave and walk out, it doesn't matter how many times you sleep, you always come out right before dawn. I don't know why. Other than just programming, it's kind of a neat feature that way you're constantly coming out during the day, just before dawn. Makes sense. Thematically, it makes sense. Okay, buy equipment. We need 2 garlic, 1 candy, pie pan, and as much rations literally as we can buy, which is exactly enough to get us through the game without any hunger messages if everything works out. I found a few extra skips in this one too. I don't know if skips is the right word, but we're going to save some time over limit break. You'll see the, oh, come on. Fine, I'm skipping. I can do that now. A neat little trick. Just keep clicking the question mark and it auto solves the puzzle for you as a way to keep your momentum going. There's only one puzzle in the game that does not work on. This one up here, but it's an easy puzzle. And that should work, and good. I can even use it here. It needs points. I just want to get to the end. I've done that puzzle fast. I think I didn't realize that so many people thought that puzzle was annoying or, you know, like hard. I've always been able to click through it pretty quickly. So, I mean, you're probably watching at some point coming up here. I'm pretty sure I'm ahead right now. Those are pretty quick puzzles to get through once you're used to them. Okay, well, we've got 3 bottles here. Let's get out of town. That used to be so much slower. Here we go. Let's get some bones. Fastest way to get bones easily. And time to rest. I'm not really counting. There's no real point to counting. I do these out of order now from what I did in RPG Break. I think it runs just a little more natural, the flow, as I do this way. So we're going to get that out, go through this way, careful. Good. A, V, O, O, Z, L. Awesome. That is one of the most finicky puzzles in the game. It's also the only one I can't skip. Oh, thank God that worked. All right, I've been having some trouble with these guys recently. Oh, good. See, sometimes they can zap you just as you're on your way up, and you land right in front of them, and you can just hack away at them. I hate these trophy wizards. Oh, come on. You troll. Good. Oh, that was savage. Oh, that was not good. And there's just no good way to control those special attacks. They are so useful, and yet they are just the bane. The absolute bane of my existence. If there was a keyboard control that you could use to do them, I would kill for that keyboard control. Figuratively. Alright, let's go talk to a ghost. You're a ghost. Should be getting into a fight here, why not? Yep, Necrotar. Not a big deal. Ghost, it's actually faster to do it this way once you're up here. Even though you are risking it this way. The reason is because I no longer risk an encounter because it's only 2 screens. And you do risk it the other direction here, so now we can levitate over and rest through the night. Hey, I know about your ghost wife. I played around with all kinds of ideas to get him to start down here. He does sometimes. I wish I knew what those triggers were. Let's get in there. Okay, unlock the door. We need to meet Dr. Cranium. I'm going to be trying to connect with Dimitri over Igor, or Dimitri over Nikolai, who's now lost. He should be gone. Good, that's fine. All right, let's get out here. I will not be fighting the Wraith as early as I do. He is far trollier than ever. Don't know why, but I am not risking it. That is a time sink that I do not need. Cool, nighttime. Let's Ghost Reunion. I hate that I can't hear encounters. That is annoying. Yeah, you lose Force Bolt whenever you hit continue as opposed to the other one also, which is just annoying. It's always a rough one as to whether or not you get an encounter there. Cool. Thank you, doggy. No! No! Luckily, the dog can't come into the screen because there's moving parts. It doesn't work that way in this. So, go through there. Alright, here's time for some click time. A click time event. I like that. Now we've got the bone meal. And there you have it. We got a pie. Pie, pie, pie. Cow pie, pie. Because I didn't learn reversal, you can't really do anything about that there. Reversal would be very useful in that spot. And for some reason, tab stops working in here. I'm not sure why. We gave it the pie, we can get the gnome's humor, and we gotta come back in and get the dark one's ritual. Gnome's humor, who we haven't learned. I've tried to skip the gnome also now. Can't be done. Katrina's letter on the, or Katrina, air quotes, letter doesn't come if you do not know the ultimate joke. The one about the farm, the wizard's daughter. Cracks me up. You don't hear it, but I just love the setup for it. Okay, we're done with you, Bobby. I'll goodbye. Now come the long run back to town. This is arguably the most dangerous run back of the game. I should not have gone this way. That was really poor decision making on my part. We're just going to try to come through here. Nope, that didn't work that way. This way though. Now we don't have to worry about encounters at least. Yeah, that was a mistake. Possibly. Yeah. I could have gotten a bad encounter also. Oop. Sleep through the night. I think it's funny. I've got 21 kopecks. I need 15 to buy something. I've never seen what happens if you don't have enough money to go to the inn and buy your room at the inn. Nice thing is I skip, I get the easy combos later if I do it that way. So it's faster to click those first two if you're fast enough at it. Okay, let's see, rehydration. I've got, oh perfect, it's actually right over here. I've got my screens open on the side ready to go. There, good. Good. Need to talk to Dimitri again. Igor seems to be triggered. The glitches with Igor seems to be triggered by Dimitri. Don't know why. Really don't know why. That Igor glitch is annoying. I'm glad it's not just game breaking. Otherwise, I would have actually had to work through it and figure out why. I don't feel like doing that. Especially because there's a workaround that may actually be faster. I just haven't really worked and timed either one of them out to find out what the exact rules are. Okay. Dark one's hand symbol. Good to go. Am I missing something? Something's not feeling right. No, it's the last piece of garlic. I know I bought 2. Should be good. Just an eerie feeling like I'm forgetting something. I hate that. I should just get these cutscenes too. So cool for the first one, the whole night on Bald Mountain. Makes me think of Fantasia every single time, but with Cthulhu. That'd have been a lot more interesting, actually. Alright, there we go. Got that. Let's head this way. Levitate over the gate because it's faster. Talk to Katrina, get frostbite. Levitate back over, and then we gotta deal with the Dama boy. Which I believe I did. My attempts all run together so fast. I feel like I'm losing my mind with my memory, though. There we go. Sounds like it's raining outside. This is a neat little sequence of events here. Optimizing this is just annoying. I mean, it's kind of a cool sequence because it's so precise. Normally by now I'd have all 5 rituals, but it's really not that serious now. Man, we need to wait till it says you're getting tired. 3, tired, perfect. Oh, that's faster than I thought. Alright, that means that everybody's asleep. It's a neat little thing here I can do. Cancel, cancel, open up, now I get the doll. In the diskette version, you can skip talking to him entirely and go straight for the doll whenever you have saved the other one. But I like the talkies. What I'd really like to do is see if there are a lot of differences between this and the diskette version now. 2, 3, 4. There we go. 12. Nighttime. It's been so hard of a day just standing around and waiting at the top of the stairs of an inn. Nope, glitched. Not a huge deal. Here we go. Poor Dimitri. Or poor Igor. I'm not saving that dude. That's extra time we don't have. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know why I'm counting. I can see it. It's so annoying that that script, for whatever reason, just does not want to fire. I mean, it actually kind of works out because whenever I go to the Wraith late at night, it means that it's already night. I should have levitated, it's faster. I hate when I do that. Okay. I'm going to head 2 south so we can avoid the Wraith. Maybe I should just go through the Wraith. I don't know if that would be slower or faster than, but... Oh, no, I'm being chased by something. Can't believe I got into a fight. Thunderstorm. I'll watch, I'll lose power. Yes, as I'm getting to the end of the run. No, I don't lose power often, thank God. In fact, I think it's only happened once here for a couple minutes. I've been here for almost a year and a couple months now. Alright, let's head in. And back out. 3rd visit. That's when you can finally talk about Arana. Okay, Arana. Staff, Destiny spell, and we are golden. Bye. Adios. I think we ended up being okay saving Igor at Limit Break. He's in there, but dude, you walk to the bottom so slow. I can't skip your animation. I'm sorry, buddy. Have fun. GG, buddy. BORGOV. I've had problems with this puzzle recently for some reason. I don't know what that's about. I'm probably doing something different. Thank God it doesn't seem to suffer from the same problems as the Squidstone. Squidstone. Oh, I hate that thing. Normally those torches would be moving if I had detail the whole way turned up. Wondering why it's static is because I just don't feel like lower detail seems to solve problems. Really good thunderstorm out there. Okay. I love this faster route through the castle. I used to have another route that constantly it got me into an encounter with Katrina and Edevies, which was annoying if I didn't have the oil. Should be nighttime. Scary zombie girl. Creepy zombie girl. Poor little thing. I'll fix you up like a doctor. Staff? Okay, good. This used to be such a contentious time for me because I haven't messed that part up in years, but I still have like, oh no, I gotta go the whole way down. There goes my run. I gotta run back down, run back up. It's gonna be like 4 extra minutes. I don't know if that sound's coming through the microphone or not, but it is a absolute torrential downpour outside. Pretty good rain out there, huh, hon? Yeah. Pretty good. How much longer do you got? About 20. It is currently 12:14 in the morning here. I hope it doesn't take me 20 because that means that I'm going to just match RPG Limit Break and not actually beat the time. Okay, cool. Letter showed up. Can't go outside. I freed the guy. Dimitri will kill me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Way more than I need. I don't know why I keep going. Right outside, good. Good thing I'm remembering it right now. I gotta go down and fight the Master Wraith. Spell cast. Master Wraith, come here. I've run into some nice glitches with this guy too. Oh, that's perfect. That is the ideal. That he hits you just as you reach him. Good. Okay. talk to Mr. Adavise. Dangerous is if I get into an encounter right here at the top. Thank God, that was really nice. Yep. Alright, we're getting to the end game here. Here we go. She's gonna scold me. I agree to help. She sends me out. Door's not open. And now it is. Got all the spells or the rituals. Probably has about a minute having to go back down to the Master Wraith. It's annoying, but it's kind of a necessary evil in this route. Because I don't know if getting daggers from the Thieves Guild would be faster. I suspect it wouldn't. It's not that slow. The Thieves Guild is actually really fast to get an extra 3 sets of daggers, which pretty much guarantees you to win against it. Okay, here we go. We're going to walk down here. I'm going to set myself to stealth. And then we're going to float down. This is why it's so useful to have levitate, because using the rope at grapnel for whatever reason, and then you have to go up in that side, whereas now I can just speed along. Done. I'd still be in that room for another minute, probably. Okay, let's see. Let's get there. Switch to run again. This place loves to mess with your speed settings. I don't know why. That was probably a flawless room. Really happy with that room. This room I always screw something up. So. Right there, I should have done that. It's really not a big deal, but I should be running. I'm not running. Why aren't I running? Because the game decided to make me stop running, even though there's nothing I can fall off of or anything, and I don't require any precision. It just makes me want to walk. Okay, let's get up here, up there, across. Notice how slow I'm going, because my speed is down for some reason. There, and run. Not a bad room. I'm going to be walking again whenever I come in here. One, two, three. Might be on a track for a pretty good run here. Had to move out of the way because I need to blow in the middle one. Your body's blocking it. Top one, middle. Okay. Wall and down. Good. That was a good run. That was a good run. Okay, here we go. This room does not reset your running for some reason. Go. All things are equal. Good. Get across. Safety save. Because I have died here, and it's like the last room, and you do not want that to happen, and it has. It's really an obnoxious place to die. Like the second to last room of the game. Okay, here we go. Final room before 5. It's a good pace, given the number of hiccups we've had along the way. died to the Earth Elemental. So much room for improvement still. So the ultimate joke. Flip down. Goodbye, out of these. Adios. Should be able to right-click back over to the staff. And Quest for Glory 4 is done. Just need to save out and go to 5. Hope my voice is still recording. That would be really annoying. For some reason I can't get the volume to go loud enough in my actual recording software. It's probably because I have a cheap mic. Shadows. There we go. Saved. Quit. I need to open up here. Let's do all this stuff on the side. Make sure that my game is imported correctly into there. Quest for Glory 5 opening up now. Here we go. The grand finale. How fast? Shadows. Import. Let's get magic because that is really important in this game. Found a way to skip a lot of this stuff. Just hold the button. Tap it fast and just hold it. It's so simple. Rerouted my actual keys. Remapped my movement keys to WASD because I'm so used to that now. And if all goes well, this should go as fast as, possibly even faster than my world record. Because it's consistent now. Played around quite a bit trying to get this to work with DirectX windowed version. Just see if I can see the actual. Okay, I can't hear the audio cue. I'm hoping that killed him. If not, I'm going to be really, really annoyed. I could just check the deeds list, but I'm not going to do that. Because as we all know, the devil hates a coward. Yep, should be good. Okay, here we go. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, here we go. Let's just save one more time and let this. I love how broken the Frostbite spell is. It's so powerful. Yeah. Well, anyway, as I was saying, and trying to work out with DirectX windowed version, I got the chance to crash the game quite a bit and keep practicing this section. I doubled up on my attempts. I could probably play through like 95% of the game in windowed version. It crashes right after the Dragon Awakens, which is really frustrating. I can't get it to stay open without some serious glitches. Unplayable glitches. It's not even as if I can continue. this. Let's see. Get that. Let's kill the Minotaur. 7, 3, 3, 3. How stupid, Elsa. That was a horrible fight. And a neat little moonwalk glitch here. It's inconsistent. I was trying to get it there. That was ugly. That was not a good fight. Oh, tired. Almost at the end. Minos is talking. Elsa's still up here because she's jib-jab at the end of this game. She is a trolly little thing for speedrunner. She's like, what's her name in Mega Man X6? 5 and 6. Oh, it's horrible. Okay, here we go. For some reason, Minos is not prioritized for conversation. Fix the pillar. Fix the pillar. Come on, Gort. Oh, this really did not work well. You can get that dragon's health down so far. Actually, about halfway. Funny enough, I've killed the dragon here. He completely disappears. There's a way you can do it, and it does not make the game faster. It just glitches out, and you just see Elsa fighting error for the next 5 minutes, talking about how she needs to heal. This should work. Come back around here. We're just going to spray like crazy up in the air here, and this should go. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was so close. All right, still pretty clean. Annoying. Could have gone a lot better. We're the heroes. We did it. Time. Wonder what I did. Find out in a second. I'm on full screen. It's 195. I love seeing that. I still love looking at the to-do list and seeing all these things that I should have really done, like the winged gondola, win Wheel of Fortune 3 times, return Sarah's Lost. To be honest, this is the game I've played the least. I don't know what half of these things are. Get married to somebody. Yeah, that didn't happen. $125.21. Okay. It's about 5 minutes faster than RPG Limit Break. This obviously wasn't done live. I can do live now. It's just a question of finding time to do live, and I don't know if I ever really will. I would like to do more recorded sessions like this, though, as I continue to work through what the details are. If I find new routes, if I find new things, I might even just record commentary as I'm going through for the Quest for Glory series as a whole, as I start to rework some of the records, because I know I can beat the records now. Particularly the Thief Any Percent in Quest for Glory 1, and really just the Thief Any Percent. In almost every single game now, I can probably shatter with some of the new tactics I have. Just a question of actually getting it recorded and put up. But I'll probably try to find a way to put RPG Limit Break 2016 and race myself up in the top, right up above in the top left corner of the screen. If you stuck around this long, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.